Hello friends, welcome back to the Ultimate Learning Hub. If you did not subscribe my channel yet, please don't forget to subscribe it. If you already subscribe it, then thank you so much. Friends, today we'll discuss about an important topic, that is drainage. It means the flow of water through a well-defined channel is known as drainage, and the network of such channels is known as drainage system. If you see this diagram, then it will very clear to you that the flow of water through a well-defined channel is known as drainage. If we talk about all the drainage over here, that means the network of such channel is known as drainage system. To understand this concept, we need to know about catchment area or catchment basin, drainage basin, watershed, etc. Catchment area or catchment basin indicates that area from where river collected water. If we talk about this diagram, we can easily understand that the green line indicates the catchment basin, because within this area these main streams collected water through its tributaries from this area. So the area is known as catchment basin of this particular river. This particular catchment area or catchment basin also included in the term of drainage basin. Here the red line indicates the line of divide, that is watershed, or if we talk about the region under this circle is known as drainage basin of a particular river. So what is the difference between drainage basin and catchment basin or catchment area? There is a little bit differences among the catchment area or drainage basin. Drainage basin is broader concept than catchment basin, because catchment basin does not take the area of distributaries under this catchment area. It's separated from the area of distributaries, but in drainage basin include all the area from where the river originated and flowing, and the river meets with ocean or lake or another thing. All the area that is comes under main consequent streams, tributaries or distributaries comes under drainage basin. So it is larger concept than the catchment basin. Catchment basin is represents the area or the specific area from where the river collects its water. Let's talk about drainage basin. This drainage basin is an area drained by a river. Its tributaries is known as drainage basin or river basin. We already told you, friend, drainage basin are the area where all the area is included from where river collects its water, or from the area it's blowing, and also the area from which river meets with ocean or lake. All the area comes under drainage basin. Watershed means the boundary line separating one drainage basin from other. It is known as watershed. This watershed also known as drainage divide. Drainage divide means this line or area divided drainage basin stream A and drainage basin of stream B. These two different drainage basin is divided with this line, that is called as watershed. If we talk about the types of drainage based on their genetic basis, we can divide it into two categories, that is concordant drainage basin, another is discordant drainage basin. Concordant means sequent drainage basin. What is sequent? Sequent drainage basin is nothing but it represents to follow the initial topography. Under this classification, consequent, subsequent, resequent and obsequent streams are come. If we talk about discordant drainage system, only two streams, that is antecedent drainage and superimposed drainage, come under this particular classification. Concordant drainage, it is also known as accordant drainage, or you have already told you, it is also known as sequent drainage. It means it follows the trends of underlying strata, that means it follows the initial topography. Under this test we mention some streams, that is consequent streams, subsequent streams, obsequent stream and resequent streams. But we want to elaborate this concept, consequent streams here. Consequent streams, that means those streams which directly follow the initial topography, called as consequent streams. It is also known as deep streams. Why it is known as consequent or why it is known as deep streams? Look, this diagram help you to understand the concept consequent streams. If we see from here, this river is flowing from this region to this region. If we see the dip of this structure, we can say the direction of the dip is here, and this river is flowing parallel to the dip, so it is known as deep streams. And also this streams is flowing above the initial topography, and these streams directly follows the initial topography. That is why it is known as consequent streams. Some streams like Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, etc. comes under this list. Another stream is subsequent streams. These subsequent streams are developed after the master consequent streams. Asan River, a tributary of Yamuna River, and the Song River, a tributary of Ganga River, is known as subsequent streams. That means we can easily understand all the tributary is the subsequent streams of the main consequent streams. To visualize this concept, if you see, we can surely say this is the tributary of the main consequent streams, so it is known as the subsequent streams. That means subsequent and tributary streams are same. There is no any differences. Let's talk about next topic, that is obsequent streams. These streams is directly flow in the opposite direction to the master consequent streams. That is why it is known as anti-dip streams. Few minutes ago we have already discussed that the consequent streams is known as deep streams. As you know, obsequent streams is flowing to the opposite direction of consequent streams. That is why it is known as anti-dip streams, and it is blowing to the opposite direction. That is why it is known as obsequent streams also. Some river like Koshi, Parvati, Jimni, etc. flowing or runs east to west direction, which is actually the opposite direction of Ganga and Yamuna river. That is why we can say all this river like Koshi, Parvati, Jimni are the obsequent streams of Ganga and Yamuna. Similarly, resequent streams. This is very important topic, friends, because these streams follow the initial topography, and the initial topography of consequent streams are different because resequent streams develop in response to a new base level form due to inversion of relief. Only because of inversion of relief, this resequent streams forms, and it is flowing similar direction of master consequent streams, or we can say it is the tributary of tributary. That means here, if you see this diagram, this is consequent streams, and this is subsequent streams or tributary of the consequent streams. Similarly, resequent streams is flowing similar direction to the consequent streams, but it is the tributary of subsequent streams. So we can say this is the tributary of main consequent streams. I think this is clear to you, friend. Banas River is one of the most important example of resequent streams, or you can say resequent streams is known as. Next topic is discordant drainage system. Discordant drainage system means insequent streams. Insequent means it does not have any relation to the structure of underlying strata. That means it does not correlate with the topography or topology, because most of the river that comes under this concordant drainage pattern is already developed before the upliftment of the present structure. We can classify this topic or patterns into two drainage patterns, that is antecedent and superimposed. If we talk about antecedent drainage pattern, we can say this drainage pattern was already present before the upliftment or faulting and formed the present structure. As the uplift took place, then the river were able to cut it down approximately the same rate to maintain their courses, and this process is called antecedent, and the drainage system is thus developed is known as antecedent or inconsequent streams. If you see this diagram, we can see here a river is flowing over this rock structure, that is uniform structure. The uniform structure means there is no any fold or fault, but or due to any kind of movement, if there is took place a fault and the landform is uplifted, so the water is locked here. But in this case of streams, the river is able to cut this upliftment area with the same rate of upliftment. So the rate of erosion and the rate of erosion and the rate of movement both are similar. So this river can easily maintain their course and it does not lose its direction, and the river is flowing similarly as it flows in the past. That is why this stream is known as antecedent streams. If we talk about some examples superimposed river, then rivers that is originated Himalayan ranges, mainly Indus, Sutlej, Alaknanda, Kondak, Brahmaputra, etc. all have an antecedent origin. The last one is superimposed drainage. The drainage pattern developed on rock strata have since been removed by erosion. A process is known as superimposition, and the drainage pattern thus developed is called superimposed drainage or epigenetic or superinduced drainage system. If you want to visualize this concept, you have to see this diagram. Here a river is flowing west to east direction, but the rock structure is uniform over here, but under the uniform structure there is a folded structure. Due to erosion or cycle of erosion, the whole unicanal structure or uniform structure is eroded by the river or cycle of erosion, and the water superimposed over the folded structure, and this folded structure is the primary rock, we can say. But after the superimposition, the river does not change its course or direction. It started down cutting over the primitive rock and maintain its course. That is why it is known as superimposed. Some river like Damodar, Subonrekha, Chambal, Banos and rivers of eastern USA, southern France are comes under this stage. I think all the concept is clear to you, friend. I hope you liked my videos. Thank you so much.